Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 231. The first set of the day was submitted by Steven. Man, those stands are ugly. I would also make the assumption that possibly it's not a VESA compatible monitor, but I feel like if you were able to, a triple monitor arm would make this setup look 20 times better. Although, you know, the PC's off to the side, you have to think about where your feet are close to, and that is everything on the back. Theme is your biggest issue. You kind of cut off the walls. I assume you have nothing on the walls, otherwise that would be your fault for not showing us. Steven scored 74. The next setup was submitted by Logan.
I think it just damaged the
no, look at like the
part,
top of the black box. That's dust. The way I see it is like, damn, just some new furniture, maybe a whole house renovation would be worth it. And it looks like that desk that the PC's on is definitely surfboarding. I mean, you got to see that one, Tom.
Yeah, no, that's obvious, yeah.
But when you look at the actual triple monitors, you see the PC, the speakers, the peripherals, it's not a bad setup, and that's sort of what sucks, you know. It's like you have such a great setup, but it's kind of not getting the bravos that it should because of the rest of the room. Logan scored a 78. The next setup was submitted by Alan. The speakers are full and soldiers. They're like, you know, go without me. Obviously, it's because he doesn't have enough room to make it work with the monitors. Of course, he can get a dual monitor arm, which would assist with that. But if he likes the current height level, I think it's fine to leave it. It's not really the end of the world. I think you could at least center the skull if you're going to keep it, and then, you know, put the artwork on either side that's symmetrical. Alan scored an 86. The next setup was submitted by Cody. You know, I think for once this is cool because the black and white, I think he fully achieved it because he has a matching art piece to go with it. They spray painted the
white.
Yeah. Right? That was on a spotlight.
I think it was on Pimp My Setup too.
Okay, they spray painted. Yeah, it was this snowy setup. They spray painted their fake plant white, and it actually looks sick as hell.
That'd be cool for this setup.
Not a lot to really do to it. Maybe put a little something on the right side. Cody scored an 84. The next setup was submitted by Sebastian. A lot to think about.
A lot to take in right from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. He's got his flight sim stick cluttered, but it's really not the end of the world. It's just a little bit here and there. I'd be like, ooh, ooh, and ee.
Yeah, I mean, the TV's in a good spot because he has the bed right on the opposite side, so that's fine. I just wouldn't use it at your setup itself. You got a red mouse pad, then you got blue LEDs. Maybe just change your LEDs to red because that's a simple switch. You know, kind of go with a red theme if you're going for it. Sebastian
scored 68. The next setup of the day was submitted by Charlie. This setup is super boring. It's not boring. It's just there's not a lot for me to say. But hey, cable management is okay. We do see a little bit of a pile up in the bottom right corner there and also behind the monitor, but that's kind of hard considering that monitor stand is literally the monitor.
Oh, VKS said get a red wrap on your PS4.
Ooh,
great
I
idea.
like that. Charlie scored a 70. The next setup was submitted by Nathan. He's 18. He was on episode 165. This was his setup, but bada bang, bada boom. Let's see the next photo. Yeah, you use setup for gaming, video editing, and media consumption. And if we, well, look at that. It's a big room. Apparently he's going to college soon anyway, so it's like, why is he even on the show? I don't want to be that guy, but I think he downgraded his desk. Like, I don't like this one. It looks like shoop. Because if you look underneath, like, yeah, look at that. It's got some wear and tear. I mean, the previous one did too. It looked like, you know what what do you think that looks like? I want to see
a science table.
Yeah, right? It really does.
High school.
You're about to mix some potions and shit. That's not
mix some potions.
That's my witchcraft coming out.
Hogwarts here.
Yeah, everything is white. Like, oh my god, you know, it's like I'm not a huge fan of like white, and I don't mean to offend you. I don't think it's like, you know, the best desk in the world. I think you take the top off, wrap it in something like, you know, I always say wrap it in like some carbon fiber or something like that. Nathan scored an 88. Final setup of the day was submitted by John. He's 16. He was on episode 49. This was his setup, and I remember saying to him, what? But then he was like, listen, I'm gonna copy the previous guy and go in a prison cell, and this is what he did. God, what the hell? The desks are just god awful, and this is not like Legos. Get that shit out of here. PC in the middle, you're kicking it with your legs. Even if you say, my legs are only like this long, they're super short. I never touch it. They barely even touch the ground when I sit in a chair. It doesn't matter. That's not where they should be. Get a new desk, something longer that we could spread out the speakers. You don't have to be worried about, you know, having multiple desks connected to each other, but it looks like you're in this huge spot, so really you have to craft what you want the setup to be. Do you want to go for a U shape? Do you want to just have it up against the wall like that? What are you going to do? Where's the theme? Where are your accessories? John scored a 72. Nathan walked away with first place with an 88. Thanks for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 231.